So firstly, how do we play the A minor pentatonic scale? We're going to start on the top string, fret number 5 with finger 1, pinky on fret number 8 on the same string, down to the A string, fret number 5 with finger 1, then the 7th fret on the same string with finger 3, then the next string is the same as the one before, your D string, we do 5 to 7, 5 to 7 again on the G, then onto the B string we're going to do 5 to 8, so it'll be finger 1 to pinky, and the same on the thinnest string, 5 to 8. And backwards. So what we're going to do first is start with your middle two strings, your D string and your G, and we're going to think of that as like the heart of the scale. So we've just got the 5th and the 7th on the D, and the 5th and the 7th on the G. And we're going to start with some little 2-note combos. So let's say we play the 5th fret on the D to the 7th fret on the same string. Or we might play the 5th fret on the G to the 7th fret on the D string. Or we might play 7th fret on the G, just that note twice. So let's put that into practice. And again, I'm just using the 4 notes we have on the 2 middle strings there. So now let's try some 3-note combos. We might play 7, 5, 7 on your D string, 5 on the G twice to 7 on the D once, 5, 7, 5 on your G, but we'll double the speed. And let's put that into practice. So you can have a good play around and see what works. So now we're going to branch out. I'm going to bring in the next string up, the A string. Remember, we've got 5 and 7 on that, so we're now using 5, 7 on the A string, same on the D string, and the same on the G. And let's bring in some 4-note combos. So if I literally play the scale, missing the top string, just using the A string and the D string, exactly how it is in the scale. Then I might do 7, 5, 7 on the D to 5 on your G. And then whatever combo of notes you're playing, you want to leave a little pause afterwards. That's called phrasing. So we do one phrase, leave a little pause, onto the next part. So now we're going to try a bunch of combos, which I'll put up on the screen in tab, and see if you can copy me. So now we're going to bring in the B string. If you remember from the scale, we've got fret number 5 and 8. Let's try a few 4-note combos. So let's play. So I'm playing 8 to 5 on the B string and 7 to 5 on the G. Now I'll try this. So I'm playing 5 to 8 on the B string, back to number 5, then up a string to the G, 5. Then one important thing to bring in is what we call the key note. The first note of the scale is the key note. The second to last note is the key note as well. So we've always got the same note on your thickest and your thinnest string. And then also the 6th note of the scale is also a key note. And I always say this is the most important one because it's in the heart of the scale, like we talked about at the beginning. So you want to come back to this note more than any other note in the scale. So I'm just going to play around for a bit and just see how we put all those ideas together. Now we're going to use the whole scale, so we're going to bring in your top string and your first string. Let's try a couple of licks. So let's do 5-8-5 on your E. There's a little 3-note combo. Then 8-5-8 on your B. And then we're going to do a big run of the scale. We're going to try and do 6 notes in a row. So we're going to start literally playing the scale backwards from the pinky note on fret number 8. And if you can hear, I did the first 2 as slow beats and the last 2 as quaver quick beats. The next thing you want to do is start adding in some techniques. Okay, we're going to start with just one technique today called a slide. So let's take the 2 notes on your G string, 5 to 7. Rather than playing them individually, we're going to pick the first one and slide along the string from 5 to 7. Now as things get more advanced, it's often quite useful to use your 3rd finger to do slides, because you then kind of end up in the right space to carry on with the rest of the scale. It really does depend what you're playing though. If you're just going to do a slide and then leave a pause, finger 1 is fine. So we're going to try a bunch of licks now. I'll put them up on screen. I'll do each one twice and see if you can play along.